My name is Jon Melby. I've been asked, what's the scariest thing that you've ever done, and how'd you get through it? You know, I've got a ton of different stories where I've been really scared, and especially when I was younger and just experiencing things for the first time. But I think the one that stands out the most is when I became a professional airshow pilot. About 3 years into it, maybe 4 years into it, I decided I wanted to make my flying game a lot more skilled and more dangerous. But it's just to be able to keep up with some of the other people that are flying what's called mono wings. And so my airplane's got 2 wings, theirs have 1 wing, and their airplanes can fly, do maneuvers a lot differently and a lot of times better than mine. But I thought that maybe I could try doing something called an end-over-end tumble. Now, since I'm flying a biplane or 2-wing airplane, that makes it so it's kind of hard to do, except my plane's a little bit different. It has the thinner wings, and the fuselage, or the body of it, is longer. So I went out one day and I thought, well, we're going to go try this, and I mapped out in my head how this is going to work. And I pitched up to a 45-degree angle, and I rolled left, and I rolled to the right, and I threw some inputs into the airplane to make it go end over end. But the problem was I was going too fast, and the angle I had was actually not quite right. And so I went end over end over end, and I see blue sky, brown ground, blue sky, brown ground, and I could see the X on the ground where I was going to impact. I pulled out at about 1,500 feet by jockeying the throttles a bunch and then moving the controls, and it recovered. And then I'm like, well, all right, it's like a bicycle. If you fall off, you got to get back on the bicycle again. So that's what I did. And I went back the other direction, climbed up to 4,000 feet, and tried it again, except I had a little bit of a steeper angle and a little slower, and decided I'm just going to do one, and after I do one flip, then I'm going to get out of it. Well, I did, and so it took me, I don't know, half a day of practicing a couple different times, and I finally got it. But it's one of those things that was pretty scary because I was out of control, and ultimately ended up getting it perfected so I could do it every single time at an air show. But yeah, that was a scary experience.